If you are a homeowner, then termites are a threat you must take seriously, or you may end up paying the price, often upward of $10,000. And the best way to prevent that is to find them very early before they do any serious damage. And in these next 5 minutes, you will learn exactly how to do that. So watch this video until the end if you want to keep your property safe. First off, why is it so important to find termites early on? Well, it's simple. Termites feed on wood, which means they chew through your home's foundation, walls, furniture, and more. Over time, the damage they cause can become so severe that it compromises the structural integrity of your home. Imagine your door frames crumbling or your floor giving way. Scary, right? That's why it's better to find and deal with termites sooner rather than later. The biggest danger, though, is that termites barely ever come out of the wood that they infest. If you're not careful, a termite infestation can grow for years until you even notice it is there. They also thrive in the parts of your home that you rarely spend time in, the basement, the attic, and crawl spaces. So to be a smart and safe homeowner, we recommend doing a termite inspection twice a year, at least a 5-minute search for the most common signs. Now, let's take a closer look at these signs. The first thing you might notice is tiny holes in your woodwork. They're about the size of a pinhole, and they might not seem like a big deal, but they are. Termites build these tunnels for various reasons, but they are always a sure sign of a termite colony in the wood. As I've said, pay special attention to basements, attics, and crawl spaces. Termites love these areas. Also, keep in mind that you cannot cover up these holes to stop the termites. They will simply build new tunnels, causing further damage. The second sign you want to look out for is something called mud tubes. Termites build these tiny tubes out of mud and fecal matter as protective tunnels. They're usually about the width of a pencil, and you'll typically find them near the foundation of your home or on the walls. It's important to know that only subterranean termites build these. This is important because that's the most destructive type of termite. So if you see mud tubes, you need to take action immediately. That's also why you almost always find these mud tubes near the ground, either on the outside of your house or in the basement. The third sign, and perhaps the most apparent one, is termite sawdust, also known as frass. It's essentially termite poop and looks a bit like small piles of sawdust. If you spot these around your home, it's most likely termite activity. To make sure, look for termite pinholes above these little piles of dirt. Termites use these tunnels to push out dirt, so if you see both holes in the wood and piles of sawdust beneath them, then you know you have termites. Now, how do you best search for termites? To perform a termite inspection, you only really need 2 things, a flashlight and a keen eye. Go through the basement and search all walls and all wooden elements, especially large beams and walls, for termite pinholes and mud tubes. Repeat this process for the attic, then once more on the outside of your house. If you have a shed or a place for firewood or any other wooden structure very close to your home, make sure to inspect these too. Take 5 minutes for each location, but search thoroughly. If you find no signs of termites, that's good, but it's no guarantee that there really aren't any. A professional termite inspection will be much more thorough, so if possible, schedule one of these about once a year as well. Now, let's say you actually did find some termite activity in your home. Don't panic. It is essential to act swiftly, though. Your first step should be to contact a pest control professional. They'll be able to assess the extent of the infestation and provide you with the best solutions to eradicate the termites and prevent further damage to your home. With termites, we always recommend getting a pro instead of DIY solutions. Failed attempts to stop them on your own can be more costly than a single professional treatment. But if you do want to try a DIY termite treatment anyway, there is one option that stands out. Watch our video on boric acid treatments next to find out why this treatment is used by professional pest control companies and how you can do it on your own for cheap.